Welcome back. A big week at the Capitol as the Senate heads into a vote on abortion rights, and inflation just keeps going up. Joining us live to answer some of our questions now is our Joe St. George. Joe, thank you for being here this morning. Let's start with the abortion question. It's still very much top of mind for many people right now in America. Democrats pushing to codify Roe versus Wade through a vote tomorrow. So why go through with it if it is expected to fail? That's what people are saying.
Well, it's for one reason, and that's to put Republicans on the record regarding their position. Democrats want to put senators like Senator Johnson in Wisconsin on the record, so voters in Wisconsin know exactly where he stands on this issue compared to where Democratic senators stand on this issue. It's really for political purposes, as Democrats think this is going to be a motivating factor when we get closer to the election in November, assuming that leaked draft opinion, which came out last week around this time or so, about 1 week ago, assuming that leaked opinion is what essentially will be issued in the final opinion when the Supreme Court issues that in the coming days and coming weeks. We still don't have, Caroline, an official date of when that might be. So Congress taking limited action, taking an effort to try to pass the right to an abortion at the federal level, again, not going to happen. But that doesn't mean nothing's happening here on Capitol Hill on this issue. The Democrats and Republicans are coming together to advance measures to improve security for Supreme Court justices. There's been a number of protests, not just outside the Supreme Court, but at the homes of justices in the Washington, D.C. metro area. Last night there was a protest outside the home of Justice Alito in Fairfax, Virginia, about 30 minutes from where you and I are chatting, where I'm broadcasting from this morning. So there is a concern from Democrats and Republicans that the security, not just around the Supreme Court, but for the Supreme Court justices and their families, needs to be increased. I expect the House to move pretty quickly. The Senate advanced this yesterday. The president could sign this by the end of the week.
Very interesting. But more on that final decision, could it actually be swayed by all this backlash we're seeing, all those protests and just the leak itself?
Well, you never say never, certainly with the Supreme Court. But when you ask those who know the Supreme Court so well, former clerks, people who've worked inside the court, they say that, Supreme Court justices aren't ghostwriters. They don't just draft an opinion for the sake of just writing a draft. Usually a draft opinion is written because a vote has occurred. So the mere existence of that leaked document, which Chief Justice John Roberts confirmed is authentic, shows you that there was likely a vote here. It's hard to see justices changing their minds just because there's been protests outside their homes and outside the Supreme Court. They knew ahead of this vote, whenever that vote happened, likely several months ago, that this was going to be a controversial issue that was going to be very polarizing. There are people, as we said last week, Caroline, who are following this story and they're cheering. After all, they've been praying for this for years. There's other people watching this who are throwing their remotes at the television because they're frustrated at what the Supreme Court seems to be on the precipice of doing. So a lot of sides to this one, a lot of emotions on this one, and I think it's going to be a summer of discussing this. A lot of mornings you and I will be chatting about this issue and what may be next.
Most definitely. All eyes on that. Joe, thank you, and we'll be right back.